Проба за микрофона. Няма ли малко микрофония? Няма. Ваше Величество, госпожо посланник Мустафа, госпожи и господа министри, Ваши превъзходителства, госпожо председател на парламентарната група на мнозинството, госпожо председател на Комисията по външна политика, господин председател на Комисията по отбрана, господин председател на Комисията за контрол върху службите, депутати, генерали, офицери, Ваше високо преосвещенство, стотици гости и милиони зрители на живо на днешното събитие. Днеска е специален момент в историята на българо-американските отношения. Веднага след срещата на българския министър-председател с президента на Съединените щати, което бележи един нов етап в 30-годишните усилия да се развият тия отношения в правилната посока. И вчера видяхме в новините, че очевидно българският министър-председател е убедил американския президент в изключителната бойна мощ на Европа като цяло и на България в частност, следствие на което президентът Тръмп обяви, че ще намали американската вноска за НАТО. Ние се радваме, че на нас се гледа като наистина надежден партньор. Благодаря сърдечно от името на Атлантическия клуб на посланник Мустафа за това, че прие да надгради 23-годишната традиция от 1996 година насам, новопристигналия американски посланник да започне мандата си с лекция пред Атлантическия клуб в България. Благодаря, госпожо посланник. I was wondering, Madam Ambassador, how to introduce you, as your fame precedes you by far. And our team prepared something special. Just watch it.
There is a Kurdish proverb that says that out of extreme hardship comes good things. Saddam Hussein was killing Kurds, and I was active in the Kurdish movement against him. I decided I need to take my family out of Iraq.
In 1976, a young Kurdish family from Iraq moved to Minot, North Dakota as refugees. Scared and homeless, this was the beginning of their journey in becoming American.
I had 2 children. I'm pregnant with the third. I didn't know English. My daughter, Shino, was born. After 4 months, she passed away.
Like any American family, the Mustafas struggled to live this quote-unquote American dream. But by 1991, they saw that work begin to pay back when Herro was accepted to Georgetown University. Now what's interesting is that when she moved to Washington, the entire family moved with her.
There's no doubt in my mind that the single most important person in the development of governance and economic growth in northern Iraq is Herro Mustafa.
Coming to this country under the most difficult of circumstances, it's no wonder that she is as dedicated as she is to helping other people find freedom.
America is the land of opportunity, the land of freedom, it's a land of hope.
I was about 4 years old when they moved in with us, and that's about 30 years ago now. I remember them saying we may never be able to return to our country, our home, Iraq. But now they get to. And I can tell you, I'm certain I never imagined that they would invite me to go with them.
Home is the place where they were born. For me, Iraq is the place that gave me birth, but America is the place that gave me freedom.
Watching this and the next one, we cannot easily judge what is bigger, your fame or your modesty. Пуснете следващото видео, моля.
Здравейте! Аз съм Herro Mustafa, новият посланик на САЩ в България. А това е моето семейство. Здравейте! Другът ми, Равниш, и дъщерите ми, Ариана и Ашна.
So are you going to do the whole video in Bulgarian?
I've only taken 3 weeks of Bulgarian, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Awesome.
За нас е чест да представляваме Америка в тази красива страна, известна с богатата си история и култура. С нетърпение очакваме да опознаем удивителната природа на България. Ще се радваме да се запознаем с българи от всички краища на България. Впечатлена съм от хилядолетната история на България, от магията на фолклора, от силата на българския дух. Пристигам на тази позиция след 20 години опит в дипломацията. През цялата си кариера съм се занимавала активно с енергийната сигурност, върховенството на закона и антикорупционните мерки. Искам да работя за задълбочаване на партньорството ни и за развитието на американските инвестиции в България. Вярвам, че като партньори и съюзници в НАТО, България и САЩ са посилни заедно. До скоро!
И понеже е Thanksgiving, искам специално да благодаря на нашите спонсори Контур Глобал Краси Ненов, Lockheed Martin Костас Пападополос, Арексим Кирил Аксенов, Контракс Данчо Юрданов, Демакс Петър Кънев, Мегатрон Баща и син Шахан, Джон Диер е това, Дънди, Precious Metal, Силия Гърков, Рефан Ангел Попов, Катържина и специално на Нова телевизия за лайв стриминга, който осигуряват в момента. Благодаря ви. С тези няколко думи, моля приветствайте посланник Мустафа в първата и реч пред Атлантическия клуб.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be with you today to commemorate the deep friendship between the American and Bulgarian people and to celebrate our strategic relationship. I have been overwhelmed by the warm welcome I have received since my arrival in Sofia last month. And I am excited to launch my 3-year tenure here with the distinguished members of the Atlantic Club. I would like to relay my special thanks to Dr. Soliman Pasi, for the opportunity to address you all today and to welcome all of the special guests who are with us. Večera Visašt беше деня на благодарността. Ден за размисъл върху всичко, за който сме благодарни. Тази година съм особено благодарна, че живея в тази чудесна страна, България. Работя с най-добрия екип на посолство в цяла Европа и всеки ден научавам повече за българите и тяхната древна култура, както и за това, който ви вълнува. Именно заради българският народ аз съм оптимист за бъдещето на България и за отношенията между нашите две страни. Харайдел. Friends, we are standing at a watershed moment in history. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall and the 15th anniversary of Bulgaria's membership in NATO. The United States and Bulgaria together have accomplished much in the past 30 years, namely in strengthening our military, commercial, and people-to-people ties. When Dr. Pasi asked me what I wanted to discuss today, I noted that I want to not only take stock of where we are in our relationship, but also to forecast where I believe we are heading for the next 30 years and beyond. I want to mark this critical juncture because our relationship is at a new level of growth and engagement, starting with the historic meeting between President Trump and Prime Minister Borisov earlier this week. I hope you all read the very substantive and substantial joint statement that resulted from the meeting. Another very important outcome is the establishment of a strategic partnership framework, a roadmap for continuing our fruitful collaboration in three main areas of mutual interest: security and defense cooperation, economic, trade, and energy cooperation, and three, strengthening democracy and the rule of law. We do not regularly pen such frameworks. The fact that we did with Bulgaria is a sign of the importance we place and the potential we see in this relationship. My goal for the next 3 years is to move forward on realizing what we believe will be the future of the next 30 years in this relationship, realizing a shared vision and taking our strategic relationship to new heights. Today, I would like to focus on the priorities identified in our strategic partnership framework by first summarizing where we are and then where we are going. First, on security and defense. United States and Bulgaria have established a robust security relationship since the fall of communism. Bulgaria was one of the first countries to join the State Partnership Program in 1993, when it established a partnership between the Bulgarian Armed Forces and the Tennessee National Guard. We opened our Office of Defense Cooperation in Sofia in 1999, and then in 2006, we signed a defense cooperation agreement, which allowed the American military to increase its participation in bilateral and multilateral training here in Bulgaria. Through the European Deterrence Initiative, the United States has since invested more than $50 million to upgrade Bulgarian military facilities, where U.S. rotational units routinely train with their Bulgarian military counterparts. One of my very first visits outside of Sofia was to Novo Selu, which is a very fine example of how well our forces work together. The scope and pace of our military engagement with Bulgaria are steadily increasing. We had 200 joint military engagements in 2019 alone, including 19 US-sponsored exercises. Since joining NATO in 2004, Bulgaria has demonstrated its commitment to a strong and free Europe and has been a reliable ally in the Balkans, an area of strategic importance to the United States. Bulgarian soldiers have fought alongside US troops in operations in both Iraq and Afghanistan, and they have participated in coalition operations in Libya, Kosovo, and Bosnia. Additionally, in line with the defense spending pledge made by all of the allies at the 2014 NATO-Wales Summit, Bulgaria is on track to reach its defense spending targets by 2024. And as the recent purchase of F-16 multi-role fighter jets demonstrates, Bulgaria is actively taking steps to modernize its military to become a more capable ally and partner. For our part, the United States government has invested over $350 million across various security assistance efforts to assist in training and equipping the Bulgarian armed forces over the past 30 years. Over 5,000 Bulgarian military officers, enlisted members, as well as civilian officials from the Ministries of Defense, Interior, and Foreign Affairs have benefited from US training programs. And the United States military has been a good neighbor for communities across Bulgaria. Since 2010, we have partnered with local communities and donated millions of dollars through approximately 60 projects to build and renovate schools and other facilities across the country in support of Bulgaria's social and economic development strategy. While we are already doing so much together in the security realm, both sides agree that we want to do even more, building on our success. As part of the strategic partnership framework, we will launch a new dialogue to co-develop a 10-year roadmap to further advance bilateral defense cooperation, to counter maritime, cyber, and hybrid threats in the Black Sea region. We will increase the number of military exercises with our Bulgarian colleagues, incorporating more complex and dynamic scenarios. The United States will also continue to support Bulgaria's modernization efforts through the provision of security assistance and facilitating access to advanced U.S. defense technology. Aside from ongoing negotiations regarding the acquisition of new military equipment, we are also exploring the possibility of jointly producing certain defense articles. Second, on economic, trade, and energy. I am proud of our strong economic relationship and how far we have come. In the past 30 years, we have watched Bulgaria rebuild from the ruins of a communist command economy, establish a flourishing IT sector, and benefit greatly from ever-deepening links with Western companies. American companies have invested well over $2.5 billion in the Bulgarian economy, bringing know-how as well as capital. This has created over 30,000 highly skilled, high-paying jobs, especially in manufacturing, energy, and modern agriculture, and places the United States among the top 6 investors in the country. Our current bilateral trade volume is over $1.2 billion and growing. U.S. exports are bringing Bulgaria high-tech, cutting-edge products with particularly high growth in electronic devices, automotive parts, power plant equipment, and medical technology. Yet this is just the beginning. We can create even more economic value and social benefits on both sides of the Atlantic. The United States offers our assistance and access to our companies to help make the Bulgarian people richer and more productive. In the coming months, we will pair Bulgarian companies with American companies at several trade shows, with the first focusing on the security, health, and information technology fields coming just next week. We will also be facilitating and hosting more trade delegations and focus more on startups, incubators, and entrepreneurship. I hope the Bulgarian diaspora will be part of this exchange, as they have much to offer and must be an integral part of any future development of this country. We will work with your government and leading economic groups to help Bulgaria prepare to be further integrated into leading economic institutions in order to become a vital contributing member of the regional and global economy. However, this progress, along with unlocking the full potential of the U.S.-Bulgaria economic relationship, will require an improvement in the investment climate, in regulatory predictability, in tender procedures, and the intellectual property rights enforcement regime. It will also require greater transparency in business negotiations and a reliable judicial system. I am prepared to ask the tough questions to arrive at positive change. You all probably have seen and read that energy cooperation was a key theme of the White House meeting. President Trump and Prime Minister Borisov discussed our shared goal of Bulgaria becoming a true gas hub and a key source of regional energy security. I am dedicated to supporting Bulgaria's efforts to diversify its energy supply, to include the gas interconnector Greece-Bulgaria, and Bulgaria's participation in Greece's planned Alexandroupolis floating storage and regasification unit. Just this month, I traveled with the ambassadors of Greece and Azerbaijan, along with the energy minister, prime minister, and all the relevant commercial companies to inspect progress on the IGB, and we will be closely following its progress in the weeks and months to come. The IGB and Alexandroupolis together will open the way for large-scale imports of LNG, finally introducing real competition into Bulgaria's gas market, helping ensure reliable supply and allowing the Bulgarian consumer to benefit from lower prices. Unlike the Turkstream pipeline that seeks to make Bulgaria purely a transit country,
the IGB and Alexandroupolis hold promise of making Bulgaria into a true energy hub and making it a regional trading center for natural gas. But let's not stop there. The hub will benefit greatly from more spokes. So let's build links with neighboring countries, such as north to Romania and northwest to Serbia, across the Balkans to Hungary and Austria. Finally, if Bulgaria is to become an energy hub, it is critical that it reform its own domestic gas market by ensuring a fair, non-discriminatory, and transparent marketplace, a key prerequisite to diversification. On the nuclear side, Bulgaria is on the threshold of important decisions. To this end, we are bringing a team of U.S. technical experts here to evaluate the available options and engage in a constructive dialogue with Bulgarian counterparts on the best way forward. Working together and taking into consideration strategic realities and evolving market conditions, we can map out the best way forward with the benefit of American expertise, including its nuclear energy. Reflecting on our strong bilateral relationship at this moment in history is timely and important, as it has broader implications for regional and international security. Part of implementing our strategic partnership vision is promoting Bulgaria's role as a vital regional player. I applaud Bulgaria's Euro-Atlantic orientation and the demonstration of exemplary regional leadership on cross-border security and migration controls on the front lines of EU's external border. Early next month, Bulgaria will be co-hosting with us a regional forum on countering violent extremism in the Balkans, further demonstrating its regional leadership. The United States and Bulgaria also share a desire to work together through multilateral fora to promote regional development across Central and Eastern Europe via the expansion of vital energy, transportation, and digital infrastructure. Through platforms such as the 3Cs Initiative and the Partnership for Transatlantic Energy Cooperation, we will move forward together toward achieving concrete progress. The United States is also ready to lend support on combating cybercrime and securing Bulgaria's wireless communications networks in order to strengthen Bulgaria's defenses in the field of technology and innovation. Lastly, we want to ensure that Bulgaria's 5G networks are built with proper security controls. I hope you have noticed an uptick in activity between our two countries this past month. Again, this is just the beginning. We are looking forward to a series of high-level visits to launch our new strategic dialogue. All of this is a testament to our commitment to engaging with Bulgaria at the highest levels of military and civilian leadership. Finally, on strengthening democracy and the rule of law. My embassy will work with our Bulgarian partners to strengthen Bulgaria's democracy and improve opportunities in Bulgaria's free market. In just a few days,
we will have a new person arriving at our embassy, a new resident legal advisor. And I plan to work with her very closely and with both government and civil society to strengthen the primacy of the law, foster judicial independence, and tackle corruption. We plan to take a multifaceted approach on this task, including the use of tools that have teeth. One such instrument is Section 7031C of the Anti-Kleptocracy and Human Rights Provision of the State Department Annual Appropriations Bill. This legislation reinforces U.S. efforts to fight corruption globally, which directly impacts the foreign policy, economic, and national security interests of the United States and those of partner nations. It allows us to implement U.S. visa bans on foreign officials and their immediate family members who have engaged in significant corruption. Such tough measures will benefit Bulgaria in the long term, as a firm adherence to the rule of law is so tied to Bulgaria's political and economic future. In addition to promoting transparency, a strong democracy must also defend media freedom and respect minority voices. Only when all voices are heard and when citizens have faith in their government and its institutions can Bulgaria reach its full potential. The United States will continue to support Bulgarian civil society, promote a free and transparent media space, and highlight the importance of protecting human rights. In striving for progress in the rule of law sphere, I very much cherish the partnership between our embassy and non-governmental organizations that devote their efforts to develop Bulgaria's human capital, promote justice reform, and contribute to Bulgaria's ongoing success and private business sector development. In closing, I recognize that everything we have achieved so far in our broad partnership has been built over 30 years of hard work by many of you here today. Our successes have come through our mutual desire to see each other succeed and grow as allies and partners in a free, secure, and prosperous world. We have achieved a lot together in the past 30 years, that is for sure. Yet we have much more on the horizon, and we will be celebrating in the next 3, 30, and many more years to come. During my time in Bulgaria, I hope to not only get to know ordinary Bulgarians who exhibit courage, resilience, and creativity in their everyday lives, but also to tap into the enormous potential of the Bulgarian people to take the U.S.-Bulgaria partnership to a new level. I am truly honored to be able to lead this important relationship, and I look forward to working with all of you to achieve our common goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Actually, we were very impressed to see that you're starting your mandate with a flying start in full motion. With flying start in a full motion. Outlining what is the perspective indeed for the next 30 years, because the program which you outlined is ambitious and it could have implications for the next 30 years. Ваше високо преосвещенство, защо седите прав? Има място на първия ред. Заповядайте. Мадам Амбасадор, тук приключваме лайв стриминга, който сме правили, така че в една малко по-свободна обстановка можете да зададете въпросите и да продължим с дискусията. Наистина, това беше подписаната във Вашингтон декларация за стратегическо партньорство, се опира на договорените през 2006 година българо-американски военни, ние им казваме бази, в официалните документи се наричат по друг начин. Това черпи корените си от преговорите, които започнаха през 2003 година между България и